My name is Pete Minix. I am a board member of the General Patton Museum. I am also chairman of the World War II Korean conflict veteran documentation. And in 2007, I donated my whole library at the time to the museum, which I'm still doing, which I still donate books. Okay, this is my archives of all the World War II Korean veterans that I've done. In here there are a total of, will be 85 binders as you see them. There will be a total of almost 400 veterans. I'm in the process of working on them so they don't look very pretty.
It's quite a archive you have there.
And I've been doing this since 1998.
Wow. So how many do you have total?
I will have, when I bring the others in, I will have 85.
85 books, and how many stories?
Almost 400. In this particular binder, you'll find these men, 2 Medal of Honor recipients, 1 Holocaust survivor. Again, here is my Holocaust survivor. Information about the death camp that he spent in. Maps of them. This is all stuff I have to find on the internet.
So you do a lot of research yourself?
Yeah. Questionnaires.
So you ask them questions, particular questions?
Yeah, I read the questions to them and then they give me the answer. Sometimes I have to interview them over the phone. Other times I can interview them right at their home. Other times I have to go by mail.
Wow. And this book only represents 8 individuals?
Yes.
Wow.
This is what he looks like now at 90.
Yeah, talk about a story. Yeah.
This is one of my Medal of Honor recipients. This is the gentleman who threw himself on the grenade.
Wow. And the one that he lived.
And he lived. Robert Maxwell. Again, the questionnaire. This is strictly for the Army and Marine Corps.
Gotcha. So you have different questionnaires based on branch.
Yeah. The Navy and the Coast Guard are the same. Army Air Corps separate. And that's it. And Merchant Marines, that's it.
Right, there were a lot of Merchant Marines in World War II.
Yeah, I have 4 of them in my library. This is what he looked like
Nice.
today.
Wow. Hell of an individual.
Yep. You know, throwing yourself on a grenade and living.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
This is my other Medal of Honor recipient.
Nice. Marine.
This gentleman wiped out a whole bunch of Japanese pillboxes.
He was there, but my grandfather was in Peleliu too, I lived at the same time.
Who knows? They may have known each
May
other.
have known. I'll have to ask my uncle.
More documentation on it. This citation.
Pretty extensive work.
Signed pictures by him.
With Truman. Wow. Wow. The buck stops here.
Yep. All stuff that he signed for me.
Wow. Wow. And all this kept forever, kept in archive for future learning and future
This is the
education.
whole purpose for it, is to let the younger generation understand what these men and women did. And even the adults of the day who have no idea.
Right.
other than maybe what they read or saw in a war film that was just made for Hollywood.
Right. Right.
Here's one of my Army Air Corps veterans. He was a tail gunner.
Wow. Wow. 464 Bombardment Group. Isn't that down in on the border there, Blythe? Isn't that where those guys were out of?
No.
No?
Well, they might be now. I don't know.
Well, back
then
in the
they
day.
were in Italy. This is all World War II, so.
No, they were training down there. Like if you go to Blythe, the airport has a bunch of
a lot of training in Blythe.
Yeah. I think it was the 464th, I'm not sure, but
A map of the airstrip.
wow.
Information about the strip. Letters and stuff I get.
Oh, there it is. Oh, nice.
Locating
nice.
these kind of pictures are
Look at
getting
that.
tougher by the day.
Wow. That's a Liberator, right?
Yeah,
B-24.
B-24.
I actually got to fly with one of those about last month. They had the B-17 and the Liberator taking off in the pattern, and I was just working the pattern. I had to come in behind the B-17, and he had, 4 props going, so I had to be careful about that prop wash.
Yeah.
Wow. Massive planes to see flying. I mean, for propeller planes, it's just
You
unbelievable.
imagine what it must have been like to watch several hundred of them flying through the sky heading toward the target. It must have been an impressive sight.
Oh, you would be like, yeah,
Oh.
foreboding. You're bringing a whole lot of hate. Wow.
Again, here's my Army Air Corps questionnaire. Bombing missions that he was on.
Oh, wow. This is like the chart.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, look at one. Look at just one after another. Boom, 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 boom. This is cool. This is really cool. Let me take a shot of this. This is really cool stuff.
Yeah, he had his target, remarks that he made. Hazy, unsuccessful, successful, clear, unsuccessful.
I know the feeling.
Again, here's my Army questionnaire. There are approximately 43 questions on this. A lot of it has to do with bombing mission, how many missions they ran, if they were POWs, which a lot of them were POWs.
Right. They got shot down. Yeah, a lot of pilots.
Questions about flak and other information.
Just imagine that stuff going off.
And this is all hand typed once I interview him
That's what I'm saying. That's an amazing amount of work, Pete.
for one finger.
Hey.
I record them. I always let them know I'm recording them.
Yeah.
Because I have to go back and then listen to it and then retype.
Right.
Again, letters.
Yeah, look at that. I love the old letters. I love this stuff. Look at their handwriting. Look how nice it was.
Mm-hmm.
And you think they don't want to teach cursive in schools anymore. What's wrong with these people?
Who knows?
Look at that. How beautiful that is.
They don't teach them how to do this anymore. It's all print.
Yeah, they don't. Well, the typing, they're on computers and stuff, so they don't get to. They actually frown. My friend had a notice from the teacher written next to the name, and she was writing her name in cursive, and it says, "This is your last warning. Don't write your name in cursive again." It's like, what?
And then wonder why kids get out and graduate and they don't know anything.
Yeah.
A map I located, and this I put in myself to show where his base was.
Where they were stationed. Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandfather showed up first time when he rolled in was in Naples.
Yeah.
And when he rolled in, he was right after the battle took place. The whole harbor was filled with, ships that were, half sunk and on fire and oil. And, he said oil was on top of the water burning. And you know what else? Mount Vesuvius was erupting.
Yeah.
So as soon as he showed up, they had to do evacuation for the civilians and so forth. Because the mountain, he said he felt like he had just arrived in hell. See that big mountain
yeah,
up
probably
there.
would have looked like it.
Oh yeah. He was definitely, welcome to the war with a volcano.
There's a complete list of all the 464th bomb missions. Where it was at, what they bombed.
Priceless stuff right here.
And you notice a lot of it's all railroads,
Yeah.
marshaling yards.
Right. Gotta stop the logistics.
Yep. Again, this is all hand typed.
Wow, look at all those missions. Wow.
This is what he looks like today.
Nice.
This is a friend of his. He's going to send me some more information on him so I can do.
Look at that. Yeah, that's some serious gonads to get in those planes and fly over enemy territory.
Yeah.
Man, all those BFs coming at you.
Here's my naval personnel that was lost at sea along with the entire crew when their sub was sunk.
Oh man, that's USS Triton.
Picture of it.
Amazing.
And these are all things I have to find on the internet.
Well, thank goodness for the internet, right?
Yeah. A cutaway view. Information about the particular sub.
What happened?
They think that they're not positive, but they think that a Japanese destroyer sank them. But it's never been proven.
Because they didn't have documents,
Yeah.
radio or anything.
So the sub just disappeared one day.
It was gone.
And when the war was over, they went back to look through records and stuff,
Last known
and couldn't
contact.
find anything.
Yeah. Huh.
So either if it was a destroyer,
Or UFOs.
yeah, or the commander did not keep a record of it, like we did every time we sunk a ship.
Right. Or they might not have known. Because, destroyer, they don't know if they really got it or not.
No.
They wouldn't have a clue.
That was what he looked like. That was a picture sent to me by the family.
Yeah. Just all that Pacific, the Navy.
These are all the subs that were lost during World War II. 52 of them.
52 total were lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a list of all of them.
Wow.
How they were lost. How many men were lost.
Jeez. It's just unfathomable how many lives were lost during that time.
Newspaper clippings that were sent, that were more history.
Yeah. Blessed every day my family came back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, this is another naval personnel whose destroyer was hit by 2 different kamikazes.
Oh, jeez. 2 different times, huh?
I have one guy who destroyer was hit 5 times in the same battle.
With kamikazes.
Yeah. And they managed to save the ship.
Wow. That's like a big bomb hitting your boat.
Again, I made this book, a book like this for the
look at
family.
that old camo on it. It's nice. Yeah, this is just, how many hours do you think you put into all of this? Just a ballpark.
I don't know how many hours I put in there.
No?
I work every day on it. And I probably average maybe 5-6 hours a day.
Wow, you can probably just do the math there, huh? How many years you been doing it?
Since 98.
Wow.
Of course, in the early days, I used to work a lot longer on it.
Sure. Sure.
But as time has gone, and you know, I still get a lot of veterans. I just don't get as many as I did in the early 2000s.
Right, right.
Again, these were all the ships that were in the Fletcher class, which his ship was part of. This all has to be typed. More.
Wow.
This is a picture of what his ship looked like. When it says configure J, there's two different types. There's a square, and then there's a round.
For the aft?
For the, for this section here.
Oh, the conning tower?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And this was just a destroyer, regular destroyer.
Yeah,
Fletcher
just a
class.
regular destroyer.
Tin cans.
Yep, the workhorse of the Navy during World War II.
Mhm.
Picture of him, what he looked like back then. This is one of the planes, the first time they were hit by a kamikaze.
HED-38.
One back here. This is the second plane similar to this one that hit them in 45.
Oh, another Japanese double multi-engine. It's like the P3s or the this thing's called is it the P3? No, that's the Orion.
This picture here I found on the internet, and then he wrote it in there for me. And then later, while searching the internet, I found the actual picture. It's the exact same picture. This is kamikaze in 44. This is where the gun mounts and stuff were at when they were hit.
Were, yeah. Wow.
Declassified information on his particular ship. More.
Yeah.
Again, the picture, I do all the typing and I put the arrows. It tells me where they were hit.
Right. That's cool. Man, just imagine that. I mean, flying planes is one thing, but just imagine flying planes and being in combat.
Yeah.
That's just
People
something
shooting
else.
at you, trying to knock you out of the air.
Yeah, I mean, at least with a boat, you can jump overboard.
Yeah.
With that, you're riding the roller
This is his
coaster all the way
question here.
down.
I always put the name and then what year I interviewed them. Written letters from home, or from him to the home and from home to him.
Yeah. It's a gold mine you got here. Amazing amount of knowledge.
This is what he looked like back in 2007. He passed away a couple of years ago. This model was made by his son. His obituary, his headstone. Again, just more Naval Reserve pilots. About the plane he flew. the blood chit that they had to wear on the back of the bomber jacket. And this breaks down. This breaks down what it, what it tells you. This picture was sent to me by his son. Several days later, I found it on the internet.
Right.
Information out of his flight book. These are actual photographs on scraping run.
Look at that.
Again, more.
Wow.
This particular picture that we're going to make a run at the train, all this white puff of smoke turned out to be anti-aircraft guns.
Shooting at them. Do.
Shooting back.
Yeah.
And when they landed, that's what happened.
They got nicked, huh?
I almost had the whole wing torn off.
Yeah, jeez. Boof.
Again, maps I've located, maps that I do the printing on.
Right.
This is what he looks like today.
Incredible.
And then my last one, another Army Air Corps veteran,
Yeah, B-17.
another tail gunner. What I'm doing now is I'm redoing all these front pages. Instead of putting S Sergeant, I'm now putting Staff Sergeant, because most people have no idea what an S/Sergeant is.
Yeah.
I'm putting, where I used to put ETO or PTO or whatever, I'm now spelling out the whole thing because nobody understands what ETO is or what PTO is, whether it's the Pacific Theater, European Theater, Mediterranean
Write
Theater.
it out. They don't know that stuff.
No.
Yeah. Wow. In action. Yeah, they're amazing planes.
That's him back in '44. This questionnaire that I did back in 2005. Just more information.
Yeah, extensive. Now, you've got these archives here, and you make the library. How would somebody be able to
Well, if somebody came in and they said, Pete did a book on my dad,
Okay.
they would go up to the front desk, ask one of the staff if they could possibly see it.
Right.
Then they have to come back here where they have to find it. I temporarily have put all the names of the people in it. Most of them are in alphabetical order. Don't look very pretty now, but
No, it's really well done.
when I'm completely done with them, they will have. Let's see. They'll all look like this. Who's in the book?
Right.
Who was killed in action?
Right.
But this is what it's all going to be when the West Wing gets built. There's going to be a library section basically just for me.
Nice. Deservingly so.
It shows you what kind of damage B-17 can take and come back from
Still
the
come
mission.
back, yeah. As long as those props are working, huh?
Yeah. This is another front view. Needless to say that the navigator and the bombardier were both killed.
Yeah, I would say. That's who's up front.
And that's it for this book. And I said,
Impressive.